Every day, your brain lies to you. It tells you to rest. It tells you to start tomorrow. It tells you one more scroll won't hurt. One more episode won't matter. One more missed workout is fine. But what if I told you that your brain isn't designed to make you successful? It's designed to keep you comfortable, and comfort is slowly destroying your potential. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain is addicted to comfort and how to break free from it. Your brain wasn't built for modern success. Thousands of years ago, survival was everything. Food was scarce. Danger was everywhere. Energy was precious. So your brain developed one mission: save energy whenever possible. Back then, this kept humans alive. Today, it keeps people average. Your brain still follows ancient programming in a modern world. Every comfortable choice gives your brain a reward. Skipping the workout, watching another video, sleeping longer, avoiding difficult conversations. The brain loves immediate relief. The problem is that relief feels like progress, but it isn't. You aren't moving forward. You're simply avoiding discomfort. Dopamine isn't happiness. It's anticipation. Every notification, every short video, every scroll, every quick pleasure trains your brain to expect rewards without effort. Over time, your brain becomes addicted to easy dopamine. Hard work begins to feel painful. Discipline becomes harder. Focus becomes weaker. And comfort becomes stronger. Successful people don't have stronger brains. They train different habits. They stop negotiating with discomfort. They understand something most people never learn. Growth and comfort cannot exist together. Every level of success demands a level of discomfort. Start small. Take cold showers. Train when you don't feel like it. Wake up when the alarm rings. Finish tasks before motivation arrives. Each uncomfortable action sends a message. I am in control. Eventually, the brain adapts. The thing that once felt painful becomes normal. Your brain will always choose comfort. That's its job. Your job is to choose growth. The battle isn't against the world. The battle isn't against other people. The battle is against the voice inside your head that says, do it tomorrow. Because every great life begins the moment you stop listening to it. The most dangerous thing about comfort is that it doesn't look dangerous. Nobody notices when comfort slowly takes control. Nobody wakes up one morning completely undisciplined. It happens gradually. One skipped workout becomes a habit. One delayed task becomes a lifestyle. One excuse becomes a personality. And before you realize it, you've built a prison around yourself. A prison with soft walls. A prison that feels safe. A prison called comfort. That's why so many people remain stuck for years. Not because they're incapable, not because they're unlucky, but because they're comfortable enough to stay where they are. Pain forces change. Comfort prevents it. And that's why the average person spends their entire life waiting for motivation instead of creating discipline. Most people think they're fighting laziness. They're not. They're fighting a pattern. Here's how the pattern works. You set a goal. You get excited. You imagine a better future. You promise yourself that this time will be different. Then, reality arrives. The work becomes difficult. The excitement disappears. Discomfort appears. And suddenly, your brain starts searching for escape routes. Tomorrow, later. After the weekend, next month, the goal slowly fades away. Then guilt arrives. You feel bad for quitting, so you create another goal, and the cycle begins again. This is the self-sabotage loop. Millions of people spend their entire lives trapped inside it, not because they lack intelligence, but because they never learn how their brain operates. One of the biggest lies in self-improvement is that success belongs to the smartest people. It doesn't. Intelligence can help, but intelligence alone changes nothing. Some of the smartest people in the world are trapped in procrastination. They know exactly what they should do, yet they never do it. Why? Because knowledge doesn't defeat comfort. Action does. Your brain doesn't care how much you know. Your brain only adapts to what you repeatedly do. You can read 100 books about discipline, watch 1,000 motivational videos, listen to endless podcasts. But if you never act, your brain remains exactly the same. Knowledge creates awareness. Action creates transformation. And transformation is the only thing that matters. Imagine two versions of yourself. The first version chooses comfort every day. The alarm rings. He sleeps. The work appears. He delays it. The opportunity arrives. He hesitates. Years pass. Nothing changes. Now imagine the second version. He doesn't feel motivated either. He doesn't enjoy discomfort. He isn't special. But every day he chooses action anyway. The difference between these two people is not talent. It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's the decisions they make when nobody is watching. 5 years later, they live completely different lives. One has excuses. The other has results. Comfort always charges a price. The problem is that the bill arrives later. Most people ask, how do I become disciplined? That's the wrong question. The real question is, what kind of person keeps promises to himself? Because discipline isn't an action, it's an identity. Every time you do what you said you would do, you strengthen that identity. Every time you break your word, you weaken it. The goal isn't to force yourself forever. The goal is to become the type of person who acts regardless of emotion. Someone who doesn't negotiate with weakness. Someone who doesn't wait for motivation. Someone who understands that feelings are temporary, but actions create reality. And once that identity is built, discipline stops feeling like a struggle. It becomes who you are. Your brain will always choose comfort. That's what it was designed to do. But your future depends on something greater than comfort. It depends on the decisions you make when comfort and growth stand in front of you at the same time. Every day, you are casting votes for the person you will become. Every workout, every distraction, every excuse, every action. The question is not whether your brain wants comfort. It does. The question is whether you are willing to become stronger than the voice inside your head. Because the people who change their lives aren't the people who feel motivated every day. They're the people who stop obeying their feelings and start obeying their goals. If you can do that, your brain will no longer control your future. You will.